What's up? Does people want to get traded? I don't even want to talk about it. Boys are up 2-0. It's the playoffs. And is here. And we go in. On Terry Lamb Main Event Mania, baby. Yeah, get connected. I'm going positive. I'm talking playoffs. Panda is ready to play. You ready, Panda? Ladies and gentlemen, damas and caballeros, Warrior fans throughout the multiverse, welcome to Jerry Lamb Main Event Mania Round 1 Game 3 Warriors vs Nuggets. Let's be real. Warriors are dominant. It's going to be hard for them to blow this. If they have the same game plan, if they execute what they did before, unless Draymond Green gets kicked out, Warriors got this. No Mike Porter Jr., no Jamal Murray. Nikola Jokic is all by himself. Warriors running 9-10 deep. I think Andre Iguodala is probable. I don't even think Kuminga's part of that 9 or 10. He might even still do something. But you know what? I'm a real Bay Area fan. Yeah, baby. I'm here to get your heart pumping. I'm here to help you think negative. I'm here to show you what to watch out for. I'm going to tell you what to watch out for to keep this an easy night for the Warriors. Like I said, this Deebo Samuel 49er thing reminds me of Chris Webber, Don Nelson. It can happen. We can mess up a wet dream, as my uncle Geronimo used to say. But I'm going to stay positive. The Warriors are up 2-0. But what's my job? My job is to find the problems. One problem with the Warriors, sometimes they do not stay on their toes. Steph Curry with that left-handed, throwing it to nobody. I don't even know if Steph's going to start today. Jordan Poole has been fantastic. But what to watch out for today? Warriors-Nuggets Game 3. Things to watch. Number 1. Denver Nuggets have a rich history of coming back from 3-1 deficits in the playoffs. They got confidence. Okay, they don't have Jamal Murray and Mike Porter Jr. But let's just go beyond that. History, they're confident. They're going home. It can happen. And, of course, the Warriors, they don't necessarily have a history of blowing 3-1 leads, but they blew the most infamous 3-1 lead in the history probably of professional basketball. So, I'm not saying this is a must-win. Let's put them away. But that being said, 2 games in Denver. Nuggets get the win tonight. They got another game at home. 2-1 is nothing. 2-1 is Nuggets win tonight. They're thinking they're right back in the game. Things didn't go Nikola's way. They got to figure out how to win in the playoffs against what the Warriors are doing, okay? The Warriors, they should win. But Denver can get real confident real quick. They have a history of doing stuff like this. Don't sleep on Denver. Yeah, go. Space Jam, baby. Drive Time. That's Drive Time Spectacular. You have this on your Instagram live, driving the kids home, kids watching Space Jam. You're watching me going live. Drive Time. Warriors do not want to give Denver any life. If they stick to the script, it's good. Denver's a playoff team for a reason. They've gone deep in the playoffs. They've come back from 3-1. The Warriors win tonight. Yeah, it's pretty good, but they lose 2-1, ain't nothing. Second thing to watch out for. How will the Warriors be affected by the mile-high altitude in Denver? Warriors have been dominant with their strategy, high energy movement, attack on both sides. High energy, high movement, both sides, fantastic strategy. Can they keep it up in Denver with all the pressure? When the adrenaline wears out, you got some new guys. You got some veterans. You got Clay, Trey, Steph, Iggy. Iggy's probably, I don't know if he's going to play or not. But you got some guys who have not felt this. Like Lee, Peyton the second. Who else do we rely on? So, I don't know what Bielitsa is going to do for us. Juan Toscano-Anderson. I believe in these guys. Jordan Poole. Can they keep up the energy, right? And mainly what I'm talking about, I'm not really worried about those guys. Draymond Green and Steph Curry are kind of fresh off injury. They're going to be fit, but are they mile-high fit? All right? Andre Iguodala, he had a neck injury. Is he going to be fit? He's going to be an integral part of what goes on in a road game. We'll see. I know those guys are going to be ready, but are they mile-high ready? Not too concerned about Iguodala and Curry if Jordan Poole continues to play the way he does. Poole can take over Iguodala's playmaking and some of Curry's scoring. But there's no replacing Draymond Green and what he does. Draymond Green is the major cog to the Warriors' playoff machine. He's making Nikola Jokic's job really, really hard. He can play him one-on-one. He's quick. He gets down in the small lineup. He gets down to the other side of the ball. He handles the ball. He's making it real hard. There's no replacing Draymond Green. Does a lot of stuff. Doesn't get a lot of numbers. He's actually hitting a couple threes. He's real important, okay? I think the major key to this whole series of making it easy, keeping it easy, is him not getting himself dejected. Draymond has to stay emotionally stable. He has to be himself. He's got to be the junkyard dog that he is. But he's got to keep it easy. Stay calm, cool, and collected. He's got to push that edge, but not go over it. Just like always. Because if for some reason he's not fit or he's not himself, the Warriors have a harder series because there's really no one. I want to give props to Kevon Looney. He's been fantastic the whole year. He's been really, really good. Really, really good. But there's no replacing Draymond Green, what he does. Defensively, lots of energy. Puts everyone in the right place. Their leader. Offensively, a playmaker. Also knows where to be. Tremendous passer. in a lot of ways, he could be the point guard. He does a tremendous job off the break, setting up the fast break, pushing the energy. He's an energy guy. There's no replacing him. The Warriors are so fun to watch the ball going around. But watch what Draymond Green does without the ball. And then, appreciate some of his passes. If Draymond Green has energy, if he's focused, this is going to be pretty good for the Warriors. And speaking of all the energy and focus that Draymond Green has, he's going to focus it on the Joker. Look for the Joker to score. Look him to take 25, 30 shots. He needs to force the double team. He needs to force the double team. He doesn't have a lot of help right now. But if you force a double team, he can find the open guys. Denver's hurt right now, but they have NBA players. They have good players. They wouldn't be where they are in the playoffs if they weren't pretty darn good. It's easier to be wide open than guarded. He needs to force a double team. He needs to get inside. He needs to put pressure on the Warriors' defense by having the ball. He needs to post up. He can post up towards the three-point line. He can get the ball out on the three-point line. It only takes him a couple steps to get inside the key. He needs to put pressure constantly on the Warriors' defense and slow down the pace of the game. Bang into Draymond. He's bigger. You got Cousins and Jokic. They need to bang. They need to bang inside. That's where the Warriors, that's their disadvantage. And that's the Nuggets' advantage. Watch for the Nuggets. Mike Malone is a good coach. If I were him, and I'm not, but I would take advantage of my size in Denver. Make the Warriors play defense for the whole shot clock. Less shots. Don't let that offense get in rhythm. Make it a dirty game. Inside. Get the Warriors in foul trouble. Get the smaller guys in foul trouble. You got Jokic and you got Cousins. Both of those guys need to stay in the game for Denver. If you do that, if you use your advantage wisely, which they do have a huge advantage, they can make the Warriors' defense work hard, put pressure on them to double-team Jokic, the Joker, and don't let the Warriors snipers get into rhythm offensively. All right? Basketball is a transition game. If it's a free throw shooting game, it's going to put the Warriors out of it. Even though they have some guys that can shoot the free throws, they got some guys that can't shoot it. And the more shots the Warriors are going to start. It's just a matter of time before they start making them. But if the Nuggets are efficient or just get to the line, use bully ball, it's going to be rough for the Warriors. So that's what they could do. It ain't going to be enough. But I got to talk about something, all right? I got to talk about something. It ain't going to be enough. But you know what? One thing the Warriors do, as great as they've been throughout the Steve Kerr era, they make mistakes, they get sloppy, they are fun to watch, and they also start out slow in the first quarter, and sometimes they lack energy. So it's possible. If they need to muck it up. And the Warriors don't have a counter for Jokic over there. So it's possible. But we'll see. I expect Mike Malone and Jokic to really want to muck this up. Keep it like a 90s game, like an old school 90s game. Some elbows, some post up. I think that's what they need to do, and look for contact. If you see a lot of 3-point plays by Jokic, that's what you should look for. He really has to force the issue, take 25, 30 shots, 40 shots if he needs to. Pressure the Warriors' defense, And yeah, I'm always thinking negative. That's what real fans are negative. They look at how their team can blow it. All right? You're welcome. But that being said, let's face it, Nuggets are totally outgunned. The Warriors they got so much perimeter play. You got Poole, Clay, Steph Curry, Wiggins. They just got a lot of scoring out there, and you know a lot of good defense by Toscano Anderson and Peyton. The Warriors, I know. We'll see. They've been quick on the inside. Looney and Draymond have been really good on the inside, and I keep on forgetting the guy's name. That's what happens if you don't take notes. But what's the name of the Warriors? Bielitsa. They're playing nice ball, very skilled. But like I've said all year, one thing the Warriors don't have is, a 6'10" guy who's buff, who's got 6 fouls to give him. That's what they don't have. Any of the, That being said, if the Warriors stick to the script, they're just going to win. But Mike Malone is a good coach. No matter what he does, he just may not have the weapons. That's just the bottom line. But we'll see. And like I said, the only thing that will beat the Warriors is if Draymond Green has a temper tantrum. We need him. Gets ejected. If that happens, as great as the Warriors are playing, it's going to change the game. It will allow the Denver Nuggets to dictate the pace of the game, play a half-court slow game. Warriors don't want any part of a half-court slow game. We don't want any of that. We want to take good shots, move the ball around, make the big slow guys move on both sides, pass the ball around. No quick shots. Good shots, make the slow guys move. A lot of action, and that's what's going to be rough in Denver. But a half-court game, that you're just giving Denver a chance, and they're going to have to adapt. Denver's going to have to adapt to that style to have any chance in that series. Another reason why how the Warriors can blow it, they come out with no energy, as sometimes they do, and get sloppy with the ball. Recap. Only way Warriors can blow it, Draymond Green is somehow not himself physically, where he loses temper and get kicked out of the game, which can happen on the road. A first game, opening game, which for Denver is going to be on the road. They're going to be lit. Draymond Green has to play with an edge, but he can't get kicked out. Draymond Green getting kicked out, allowing Denver to slow the pace down. The Warriors will come out with energy, or they're sloppy with the ball. Warriors still might win. Their game plan is that immaculate. For me, best case scenario, Warriors play with high energy on defense and run, set up the run, make the slow guys move, blow out Denver early. Steph Curry doesn't get overused. And instead of the Denver high altitude being a nightmare for him, hey, he's just getting in shape. He went to the mountains, got in gear. Round 1's just a setup game. I was, and, I'll go into that later. Hey, I had a hard day's work. The other thing that could happen that's great is Jonathan Kuminga gets some playoff run. I'd love to see Kuminga get some playoff run. I'm going to recap what I just said, all right? I'm going to say it with some normal train of thought. Base case scenario, Warriors come out, play high energy on defense, kick the ball out, run on offense, easy shots, blow out Denver early. Steph Curry gets some run, not overused, but gets in shape in the high altitude. Jonathan Kuminga gets some playoff run, and he's usable for the rest of the playoffs. And I got to say, that's probably my prediction. My prediction, pain. This has been Gary Lamb, Main Event Mania. Warriors pregame. I'm going to come back a little bit to talk about Debo. He's not signed yet. He wants a trade. No specific reasons. It's probably money. I got to say, before I go, the death threats and the racial stuff just got to stop. Like, what the hell is that? But you know what? You're a celebrity. You can take hits from NFL linebackers. You got to move forward. No excuses. It's a tough spot. Niners are in a tough spot. We'll talk about that. But for now, my prediction, Warriors handle business tonight. And they should. Warriors should handle some business tonight. Dominate. I think if there's a Jonathan Kuminga sighting, that means we are doing our job. And with that, Warriors! This has been Kerry Lamb of Kerry Lamb Main Event Mania! Warriors, let's go 3-0. Just don't mess it up. See you next game. I'll be back with the Debo Show. Until then, God bless you. Keep it real and keep it clean. Say bye, Panda. You know what, before I go, I want to thank you for all the love for Panda. Panda has a kind of a big tumor right here. There it is. Barely see it right here. There we go. You know what? It's not cancerous. I'm praying on whether to get it removed or not. But he's in good shape. He's a tough old dog. 10 years old, stone cold and bold. My best little friend, so thank you for everyone who prayed about Panda. I just like hearing his beat. Warriors! Let's go!